In my quest to try out themed Balatro seeds, the NFS Payback seed certainly stands out as one of the weirder ones. Let's get into it. The first ante is a bit uneventful this time, so as we take on the head, a simple 4 of a kind will get us through. Thanks to our holo tag, we have a nice even Steven to mess around with. Let's build up some money and see what else we can scrounge up, shall we? Order of operations is in full effect here, with us using an Arcana Emperor to generate a Hermit. A Holo Showman is good for some extra molt, though its powers won't do much for us this early in the run. We can pick up Overstock as well, leaving us with 25 bucks extra for max interest yield. The next shop has a Holo Seance, and this is perfect for the Abandoned deck, meaning we are now essentially in a straight flush run. Invisible Joker already, might as well try it out. So we need to be careful with what hands we play. We'll be wanting straight flush as our most played hand once we get Telescope, so we need to be picky with pairs, 2 pairs, and high cards. Seeing as we have the cash, we may as well buy it now and see if things work out in future shops. In the next hand, we can use Immolate to start clearing cards, with the goal of converting all of our cards to diamonds by the end of the run. Alright, so after clearing out a few more cards, it is time to pop that Invisi-Joker, and lucky us, it's another even Steven. Give me that sweet, sweet molt. Finishing ante 3 has us fighting the Goad, who nullifies spades, though it's not as if we really need them anymore, right? Final hand is a straight flush, and we should be good. Ante 4 is where the magic really starts to unfurl. A larger hand size with Paintbrush, effective use of Spectral and Tarot cards, plus swapping out a few Jokers to give us a much more synergistic set of multipliers. Things are looking good. Oh, and did I mention one of these Jokers was Brainstorm? Talk about stacking the deck. Now, if you're wondering how I can get these runs so consistent, the answer is spreadsheets. I brute force literally every round and shop, every playing card order, you name it. An 8 ante run can be as much as 50 lines long. But hey, I think it's worth it. Thanks to Cryptid, we now have 5 8s, giving us the flexibility to lead a 4 of a kind right into a straight flush. It truly is like magic. The next shop is a rather fascinating one. It takes us a bit of digging and the help of a Temperance card before we uncover a pair of really interesting polychrome Jokers. We'll be saying goodbye to our even Stevens, but hopefully the gamble will pay off. Our next boss is the Wheel, and while it occasionally gives us trouble, on this particular run, we can be a bit cheeky and play a flush house to get us through. Ante 5 starts with us skipping the shop, and it's back to the grind of straight flushes. On any other run, that Poly certificate would be a dream, but it doesn't really help us here, so let's focus on leveling our hands and move to the next round. The Polychrome 10 is certainly a choice for this run, but hey, sometimes you have to be a bit silly. We're getting a lot of Spectrals that aren't really useful, but they make good money. Our shop runs are now mostly about thinning out the deck, and we're thankfully almost done with only a few cards to go. There go 2 more, and I think that only leaves 4 total thanks to all the conversions we've done. Yeah, I think those are it, so now it's a matter of defeating the Psychic, and then we can commence Final Strat. Immolate goes away, and we just need to find another star card. With these 3 converted, only a 2 of clubs remains. We'll use Cryptid on the Poly 10 because pretty colors and what all. Another rinse and repeat shop, goodbye to those Spectrals. Celestial now gives Neptune as well as Ceres, which I guess is a dwarf planet? I don't know, never heard of it, but upping our flush houses is always good. To be on the safe side, we are playing a simple flush before finishing off with one more straight flush. And this shop should be the final one that we need, giving us a death card to take care of that 2 of clubs. But before we go, there is one more thing. That's right, another invisible Joker. Seance has done a lot for us, so let's send it to the other side and see how we fare in a boss battle against the Tooth. You know, I think that's gonna do it. Welcome to Ante 7, and we can now full speed ahead. An orbital tag will give us a straight... Wait, that's not what's in my notes. Whatever, I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's move to the next hand. Invisible is now active, and it gives us another Poly misprint, meaning this whole run is essentially going to be a massive gamble. Now, I thought Ancient was supposed to be dependent on what's in your deck, like with Idol, but I guess not. Will we be okay? In any case, as we head into the final ante, it may be a good idea to start cleaning out the low-value cards, seeing as we're mostly focused on a few very specific arrangements now. There go a few 3s, and a Fool preps us for the next round. A 5 and a 7 are scrapped to finish that off, and I think we are as good as we can get now. 1.3 million. Yeah, I'll take that. One more Celestial will give us as much straight flush Molt as we can possibly have, and I have a feeling this final boss will be a piece of cake. Or, I've made a terrible mistake and we're all gonna die.
And Lena Navarro wins the Outlaws Rush. It's over.
Ah, damn it. Well, I guess that is what restarts are for. So, as we close this one out, what I think happened is there was a difference in the kinds of hands that I played. When I tested, I had 1 2-pair, 2 1-pairs, and a high card hand around Ante 4. While this time, I had 2 high card hands and 1 single pair hand. Even something as simple as that was able to change the Ante 7 orbital tag, and that's why engineered seed runs are so crazy to do. Also, should I have swapped Ancient Joker at some point? Probably. I'm sure if someone else played the seed, they would have a much better strategy than what I did. But for what it's worth, I am satisfied I was able to do this much. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will be seeing you in the next videos.